there were 4 kohai who asked me, does Kazu senpai have a girlfriend? I was like, I don't want to practice anymore, and I was still playing the violin. Final answer?
Final answer?
Minasan konnichiwa, and welcome to Let's Ask Shogo. It's me, Shogo, and I have Harumi,
Hi.
our daughter Nagi, hey, Kazu,
Hey!
and Tomoko. All of us, except for Hinata. Except for Hinata, that's at kindergarten. So Tomoko has joined our team in September, and we 4 have been working together ever since for about 3 months now. But we never actually had a chance for us to introduce ourselves.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Tomoko suddenly showed up in some of our videos and like, hi, I'm a new member. But no one knows too much about Tomoko or Kazu too. He only showed up in a few of our videos in the past, such as some live streams. So in this video, the 4 of us are going to be playing 2 truths, 1 lie, so you get to know more about us. So in our regular videos, we try to make our more educational, for something for you to learn something new. But this video, by the way, you don't get to learn nothing. Nothing educational. It's just literally just the 4 of us having fun. But I hope you can enjoy this video too. It'd be great. So we're going to be doing one-on-one with every pair.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be, for example, me versus Harumi, me versus Kazu, me versus Tomoko, and we'll just go around like that. Yep. And we're going to be doing this in, what should I say, winning kind of points kind of thing.
Okay.
So the person who gets the right answer will get 1 point. Yes. If they don't get the right answer, they won't get a point. And the person who has the least amount of points at the very end will have to suffer from a penalty. Yay! But this time, unlike the Squid Game video, for example, 2 people with the same amount of points, like for example, just 1 point each, they'll do rock, paper, scissors, and only 1 person will be suffering from the penalty. So I hope you can enjoy this video until the end. In this channel, you can take a closer look at Japanese social culture, tips on traveling to Kyoto, and social problems in Japan. So learners and lovers of Japanese language and culture, be sure to subscribe to enjoy more content. それでは始めていきましょう.
Let's do that!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the winner. Then round 1, Kazu and Shogo. Yeah! So I'm actually going to be competing with the 3 first. And before we actually play 2 truths, 1 lie, I want you 3 to give a short self-introduction. And I have 3 questions I want to ask them too. Okay. So Kazu, can you do a self-introduction first? And I have 3 questions for you. So if you'd like to introduce yourself to everyone once again.
Okay, hi, I'm Kazu. Usually I do the checking of scripts. And also I sometimes go to shooting Kyoto Hidden Gems. I usually check almost all of the English posted here, so I'm not usually that on camera that much.
So Kazu used to live in the US for 4 years and also in Thailand for 4 years.
Yeah.
So we 2 are returnees, and we originally met in high school.
High school, yes.
Yeah. And right now he is a professional translator, so that's the reason why he helps us with all of the English scripts. Okay, so then Kazu, I have 3 questions prepared for you.
Okay.
These 3 questions I'll be asking Tomoko and Harumi too later on. So question number 1.
Yeah.
What makes you the happiest?
The happiest?
Yeah, the 3 questions are really good questions to get to know them more, so yeah.
The happiest, I guess, like when we're like all hanging out, the 4 of us, I really feel happy when I'm trying to like make you guys laugh and it actually works and you like all burst out laughing. That's when I feel like, yes! God, everyone's allowed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just like looking for those moments, you know.
Yeah, once every 10,000 times he makes us laugh. So exactly. All the other times are like, but just once every 10,000 times he makes us laugh. So
Yeah.
All right. The question number 2 is, what do you regret doing the most in your life?
I kind of regret not doing a musical instrument so seriously.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to play the saxophone a little bit, the alto saxophone, but I didn't do it that seriously.
Okay.
And recently I haven't been playing at all.
That is one thing. Yeah.
It's never too late to start, but you know, it's always better to start earlier, right?
True.
So I kind of regret not doing that.
But you know, Tomoko plays the shamisen, and I play the shakuhachi right now. So we're really hoping that Kazu plays a Japanese traditional instrument though in the future.
I'm really interested in the shamisen though.
Yeah. It'd be great. We have 2 shamisen players in the team. Yeah, and maybe Harumi plays the koto, the Japanese harp, in the future. That'd be a really
we can actually do a show.
Really cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, I hope we could try again in the future. Then one last question before we get started with the game. What is one thing that you absolutely want to do in your life before you die?
Maybe you know, but I'm not that super motivated kind of guy, right? But one thing I kind of want is that I want to be on Wikipedia. Yeah, so maybe like there's a Let's Ask Shogo Wikipedia page.
Okay.
And like
maybe your name be on there.
And then like
that could happen.
Kazu,
that could happen.
Yeah, maybe.
Someday.
Yeah.
Once we achieve 1 million subscribers, I'm pretty sure one of our viewers will probably make a page for us. So
oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so nice.
So those were the 3 questions, including the self-introductions. I think it's now time we get started with the 2 Truths 1 Lie then.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. I will be asking you 3 questions first, and then afterwards, Kazu will be asking me 3 questions after that.
Yeah.
All 3 of these questions are about high school, because Kazu and I went to high school together. During high school are all my 3 questions. Yeah. Well, number 1, during high school, there were 4 kohai who asked me, does Kazu senpai have a girlfriend? Okay, does that make sense? You guys understand how popular Kazu was during high school. Okay, that's the question number 1. Okay, that's question number 1. Number 2, I actually was a part of a chorus club.
Oh yeah.
I was doing music during high school.
Yeah.
But there was actually a month and a half of time I actually was not part of the chorus club. I quit once and then I came back. The reason was because I actually had a fight with the sensei. That's number 2. Number 3, I have actually did not go home for 3 days because I had a fight with my parents. Now, it's a little bit of a sad story, but when we were in our 2nd grade of high school, my parents got divorced, actually. And our family went through a really difficult time, too. And there was 3 days that was not at home. So it's 2 truths, 1 lie. So out of these 3 things, 2 are true and 1 is a lie.
Okay.
So Kazu, what do you think? Which one is the lie?
I'm pretty sure one of them, the truths, is the one about your club, actually.
Okay.
Because I know the teacher. He was a really strict teacher, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he like had his really own methods. And like I heard that some students didn't like that. I'm pretty sure you also kind of like opposing ideas with him. So, but quitting for a month and a half. But yeah, still, I think that one is true.
Maybe.
And I think the you're trying to keep a straight face.
Maybe.
Oh, no doubt. Third one, I know, because for me too, you know, our families both had, you know, hard times during high school. Not going home for 3 days, where would you go? Even if that was like, I don't know, a Saturday and Sunday where we wouldn't meet, like at school, I'd still like know. Like on Monday, if you were like feeling so super depressed. So but still, that sounds kind of true. These are hard. These are really hard.
I was having a lot of fun.
I'm recalling so many high school memories. But to be honest, it's not like I'm bragging or anything. But I feel like number 1 is a lie. You know, when we were in high school, we would actually talk about this, right? Like, like sometimes you would say like, "Kohai asked me if you had a girlfriend or not." Like, woo, you know. We had that conversation. So I'm gonna say that number 1 is the lie.
Is the lie.
Yeah.
Okay, Kazu, final answer.
Yes, that is my final answer.
Wrong. Wrong. Number 1 and number 2 were true.
Oh man.
Number 2, you had it perfectly. Yes, our the coach of our team, of our chorus team, our coach changed when we actually joined the club team. So the culture within the club team completely changed and turned really strict, and a lot of us had a fight with the coach, and that was exactly the reason why I quit for a month and a half. But he came to me and we talked actually. I could really understand how much passion he had, so I went back. And from there, I continued being a member until the end of high school. And number 1 was actually true too. 4 is a big number though, Kazu.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm watching like too many anime where like 100 girls are going after the same guy.
Because you know, Kazu and I have been best friends since high school, so a lot of the kohai girls knew that I had a really good relationship with Kazu, so I know more about him, right? So there would be like some girls would be like, "Oh, Shogo senpai, can I talk with you?" I'd be like, "Okay, like, what do you want? What do you need to talk
hoping
to me?"
you'd actually.
And you know, you go to like the outside of the hallway and be like, I have something really important to ask you. Like, okay, go ahead. And like, does Kazu senpai have a girlfriend? And I'm like, I don't know. Why would I
Get
care?
out of my sight.
Why would I care? No, seriously, I would talk with them, but you know. But seriously, there was 4 people.
Really?
Number 3 is a lie.
Okay.
I had one night that I didn't go home.
Maybe that's the one I remember, because I remember you saying that. I didn't go home, you know.
But 3 nights is
like
impossible.
way too much. You know?
I can't be such a bad boy, you know, at that time. I had one night that I didn't go home. But not 3 nights.
Okay.
Yes, I win.
No.
All right, so Kazu, it's your turn now. I'm gonna be getting the point from you. So let's do this. Let's do this.
My questions for you are, number 1, I've always known you'll have my back.
Wow, that is really ambiguous. Okay.
I'm 100% confident that you're always gonna have my back.
Okay.
And number 2, the game I've played the longest in my whole life is God Eater Burst on the PSP.
Okay, we played that a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's the longest game I've played in my whole life. The total game time.
Okay.
And number 3, my favorite coin is the 50 yen coin.
Okay. Wow. That's so different.
I know.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, all 3 of them are different. So same as last time, 2 are true and 1 is a lie.
Oh my gosh. The one thing I need to say is that it'd be really, really sad if number 1 was a lie.
Well, you know, it's 100% confident. Like,
Okay.
I've never doubted you in my whole life.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, like, number 3, I don't have any hints. you don't have an occasion where you talk with your friends. Which coin do you like? Oh, I like this one. Really, I like this one more.
In high school, I would actually often talk about this with you.
Wow.
Seriously?
With the whole guys, you know, with the 6 guys of our class.
Oh my gosh.
I repeatedly say this.
Oh wait, but come to think of it, I think you did talk about it before.
I have talked about this several times.
And video games, we played a lot.
A lot together,
in
yeah.
the past. We did literally everything together, like Monster Hunter series.
Yeah,
too.
Monster Hunter Portable 3rd.
And
We also played Final Fantasy.
That's
Dissidia.
right. Yeah, the Dissidia, we did play that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And you know, Gears of War with
Gears
Xbox.
of War. Revive me!
Exactly.
With the
Crazy game.
tickers and...
Exactly. Really popular outside of Japan too.
Yeah. The
The
longest game.
Okay, I have the answer.
You got it right?
I
Okay.
definitely got this right. It's number 2.
Number 2 is the lie.
Yep, is the lie. God Eater Verse is the longest game hour. Because I'm pretty sure you've been playing a lot of other games too. And I mean, you have a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
And
I
you've
do.
been playing, for example, Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
And all the other games too. And God Eater Burst, I mean, we did play a lot together, but the longest, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be the longest.
Really?
though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be the longest. And I remember, because you said during high school we talked a lot about coins, and recalling it now, I feel like you were talking about a coin, that had a hole in it, And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't choose the 5 yen because it's a bronze one, right? And I think definitely, the silver goju and the 50 yen coins would be more pretty,
Yeah.
So then, number 2.
Number 2 is the
Yeah.
lie.
Thank you so much, guys. I got this point.
Okay, the answer is... The lie is number 2.
See? I told you guys I'm gonna be winning this game today. See?
Man, I shouldn't have told you about the coin. Because you had no clue beforehand, right?
But I still wouldn't have chosen that.
Oh, man.
You specifically chose that story. You had some kind of meaning about the coin too. So.
For number 1, I've always known you've had my back.
Yep. And literally, by the way.
Literally. Because that one time in PE.
Exactly.
So there was like this game, we get into pairs and like an
Like a
exercise
game kind of thing.
where you have to trust your pair, right? And one has to like cross their arms in front of you and then
have to
just
literally
fall
fall
down.
down.
And the other guy has to support you, like catch you, right?
Yep.
And like everyone's like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Are you really gonna catch me?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
like stuff like that, right? And I'm like, he's like, oh, Shogo, okay. Yeah.
And we were doing it in front of everyone.
Everyone.
Because you literally fell.
Literally. Like, I didn't like bend my shrug at all. I'm just like completely still.
And I will like catch you at the lowest
Yeah,
position.
at the lowest position possible.
I was like, do that again.
And the teacher's like, holy crap!
So I literally have
literally half my back.
So I get 1 point, Kazu doesn't get point. Let's move on to round 2.
Round 2.
Then round 2.
Round 2.
Tomoko versus Shogo. Alright. But before we start again, let's do a self-introduction first. Tomoko, please introduce yourself, trying it out in English, please.
Hi, I'm Tomoko. I went to the same university as Shogo.
That's right.
I am training in kimono dressing, tea ceremony, and shamisen.
Yep. So many things, yeah. Need a lot of fingers, yeah.
I joined this team this September, and I doing the filming and shooting.
And she also does the video editing and everything for us too. And by the way, the university that we went together is in Kyoto. It's called Geisha University, a pretty famous one in the Kansai region actually. And within the 4 years, 1 year was actually in Beijing University for study abroad. And you were actually practicing Kyudo in university too.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's another thing. So Tomoko does a lot of training. Yeah.
But Kyudo, I played just 1 year.
Just for 1 year, yeah. And you hope to maybe do it again in the future. Yeah. Then I have the 3 questions for you too, Tomoko.
Yes.
Let's get started. Question 1 again. What makes you the happiest?
Getting 4 of us together makes me happiest.
You guys are gonna be making me cry. You too, Kazu. You're saying something similar, so I completely understand what you mean. Yeah. You know, regardless of whether we're filming or not filming, or we're just hanging out, we're always just so much fun all the time. So, now what about number 2? What do you regret doing the most in your life?
Regret.
Yeah.
I've not ever regretted it.
You haven't regretted anything in your life before?
I think so, because I've made my best choice in my whole life. Because my choice I've made makes who I am. So,
that is true. Well, that is very nice. Yeah. All right, then number 3. What is one thing that you absolutely want to do in your life?
I want to hold a concert.
Okay, a concert. Okay.
With you. Japanese instrument concert.
Oh, we were saying earlier too, yeah, with the instruments, if we can do that together. Not just the instruments, but you know, Harumi does the dancing, I do the Yaido kata, you know, on stage maybe. We can maybe mix these things together. We could make a very unique show with just the 4 of us.
Maybe, yeah.
That would be a really, really cool
And I want
show.
to play the shamisen and show the Kyudo enbu.
Oh yeah, that would be really, really cool
So
too.
cool.
Yeah, exactly. That would definitely be a dream. So then, finally moving on to the games with Tomoko too. So then, same as Kazu, I would like to ask the questions first, and then Tomoko will ask me the questions later. All 3 questions I have for Tomoko is for questions during Geisha University. Yeah. Number 1, I was actually a member of the Shorinji Kempo club team. During my training of Shorinji Kempo, I had once an experience of getting injured and being taken away to the hospital by ambulance. Number 2, there was someone that came to ask me, I actually like Tomoko, but do you know what kind of man she likes? Do you understand? Yeah.
It's a lie, I
No,
think.
it's true. already. No, this could be true. This could be true.
Final answer.
You haven't even listened to number 3 yet. And lastly, number 3. As a part-time job, I actually used to work at a yakitori izakaya for about 2 years, actually. Now, during my working there, one of my experiences, I actually fell down, lost my consciousness because I was too tired. I was really, really busy during university. I had 4 part-time jobs and also training in my club activity and also studying at school. So, which one do you think is a lie?
I know you were very busy.
You were too, very, very busy. We were both very busy during university. Which one is the lie? My questions are really good. My questions are really,
You
really
look
good.
really happy.
Yes, because I know I'm going to be winning this time.
Number 2 is once.
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 Once. There was 4 guys. That's you. That's not 4 guys, but 4 girls. That's you. That's you.
Number 1 is
A lie. Number 1 is a lie.
Mm.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Wrong! Yay! I am so good at this.
So number 1 is true, actually.
Number 1 is true, but what's really embarrassing is that it wasn't during training that I got injured. Shorinji Kempo, because it's really deeply related to Buddhism and Shaolin ideas, philosophies and such, right? So you absolutely have to clean the dojo after training and before training as well. So you would have these cloths and you would run across the dojo and cleaning the floor. And when I got to the edge of the dojo, there was a piece of wood that was sticking out from the wall, and that actually got stuck into my nail so deep that I almost lost my consciousness, and I was carried to the hospital to take the piece of wood out of my nails. It wasn't me getting punched,
Super major.
Something that you wouldn't expect, but I did go to the hospital because of it once.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I never told you about it, because it was too embarrassing at that time. It was too embarrassing. And number 2 is the truth, actually. Kazu and Tomoko, because I knew both of them from high school and university, right? You two have been really, really popular during your school ages, actually. Both of them, yep. And number 3 is a lie. I never lost my consciousness during my part-time job. I was really busy, and I was sometimes, half sleeping while I was, cooking the yakitori and such, but I never fell down or lost consciousness before. I win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting the point from Tomoko too. Yeah. So Tomoko, your questions for me?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, I've met a Japanese national soccer player.
Soccer player, okay. Number 1, okay, that's good.
Number 2, I've had bugs as a pet before.
Okay, understandable.
Number 3 is I can't swim.
Now, number 1 is true. I
Wow.
remember you talking about meeting a professional soccer player.
Really?
So number 1 is true.
I don't remember.
You
I
talking
talked
about?
to
Yeah,
you.
you talked about it. That's true. Number 1 is true. Swimming. I'm so serious. I'm gonna be winning this
He's
game.
coming to get this point.
Yeah. Some of our friends like Harumi and I, we actually went to the pool together. But Tomoko wasn't really swimming a lot. Yeah. Number 2, bugs. Tomoko has siblings. Her siblings might have had bugs before. And in terms of bugs, maybe it could be the kabutomushi, for example, which is really, really popular in Japan. And that wouldn't be that surprising. Okay, I know what it is. Number 3 is a lie. She didn't have an occasion to swim in front of us, but I'm pretty sure she can. She just hasn't before in front of us. And owning a bug, I mean, that one question is a little bit weird. It's standing out so much that I think she's trying to catch me there. It's kind of like a trap. So I feel number 3 is a lie. Number 3 must be a lie. Please?
You got it right.
Right. Oh,
See, I am acing this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, I got 2 points. Yes. What I said was all true, right? Probably. Yeah, I bet so.
I'm surprised that you remember.
The soccer player?
Yeah,
I remember you talking about
Why?
it. When was it though? I don't recall when it was.
First grade.
You seemed really happy when you talked about that. So I was like, and I told you, I don't know too much about soccer actually. But I do remember she telling me about it. Yeah. So number 1 was out of the idea.
Out of the scope. So it was
Right
kind
away.
of 50-50 choice.
Exactly. And what bug did you own before?
Bell cricket.
Oh, crickets. They are really popular in Japan too.
Such a nice noise.
Exactly.
Number 3 is wrong because I learned swimming
Yeah, you talked about that. You were
Really?
talking about you learned swimming before.
for 6 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's because we have another friend in university who is also a best friend. And he was actually more like an athlete in swimming. And when we was talking about that, you were talking about that I used to learn swimming too. So I was
good
like,
memory.
not being able to swim, that sounds a little bit unfamiliar. So
Tomoko, you're giving him all the things you already talked about.
now I have 2 points. Tomoko gets 0. Yay. Let's move on to round 3 with Harumi and Shogo next then. Then this is Harumi. Alright.
And Nagi.
And also Nagi is back too. She was crying a little bit, so we brought her into the camera. I hope she can stay quiet. Yeah. So again, Harumi, let's start from the self-introduction from you then.
Hi, I'm Harumi, and I'm Shogo's wife. Both of my parents are Chinese, so my nationality is China. But I was born in Japan, so my mother tongue is Japanese. I usually make the thumbnail of all the videos.
That's true.
And also, I do video editing.
So Harumi is originally a web designer, actually. So, well, you are still working as a web designer at the same time. So all the design work, you know, the thumbnails and video editing, Harumi is like the boss.
In charge.
Yeah, in charge. She's the chief here of our team. So. Then, honey, for 3 questions for you two. Yeah. So, number 1 again is what makes you the happiest?
Staying at an ryokan or hotel with my family and friends.
Okay.
Eating delicious food and spending time together.
So everyone answered the same thing.
Yeah, I really
Especially
love
going
this
to a
thing.
ryokan, you know, and staying somewhere special, then not just at our home. Yeah, it's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Then number 2, what do you regret doing the most in your life?
Actually, I rarely regret anything. So I didn't came up anything I regret. But one thing I came up to my mind is I really love eating something like delicious food. So I shouldn't eat that. I'm
You're getting fat again, gaining more weight. So small things that you regret in everyday life.
Everyday life.
You always regret, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. I shouldn't have eaten that.
So-
But yeah, that is something that you always say.
But I just love eating.
But any like no major events in your life that you regret, right?
Yeah, I didn't come up with anything.
Yeah, nothing came to your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then question number 3, the last one. What is one thing that you absolutely want to do in your life?
I want to be on stage as a professional Japanese traditional dancer.
Oh, Nihonbuyo. Exactly, because you started.
Yeah, I really love Japanese traditional dance now. Once I started, I just fall in love with Nihonbuyo.
Yeah, you really didn't expect you would start
Yeah,
training.
I
but
didn't
once
expect this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nagi's doing okay?
She's actually quite looking at the lion.
Yeah, Kazu's holding onto a line actually on the other side of the camera, so. That's keeping Nagi quiet.
Thank
Very
you.
good job, Kazu. Okay, so let's get started with the 2 truths, 1 lie. Harumi versus Shogo. For Kazu, I had questions during high school. For Tomoko, I had questions for university. For Harumi, I have questions for when I was in the US. So going back in time.
Way back.
What?
Going way back in time. Because that's like the
Why?
only time Harumi doesn't know about me that much. So I have 3 things for Harumi too. Let's get started. Number 1, I practiced dancing, hip hop, for 6 years. But I actually quit playing the violin, which I was also practicing, because it wasn't fun anymore. Number 2, I have owned 3 hamsters before, in total, not at the same time. Number 3, at school, I was a famous student for having a very flexible body. So, which one do you think is a lie? One of them is a lie?
So.
My questions are so good. I might be able to be a professional 2 truths 1 lie player.
This is so hard. I know where you learned your violin was really inside the mountain and it really like drive.
We talked about that before.
Drive
My
so
teacher.
so long time.
Her house was like inside the forest.
Forest, yeah.
Her family owned the forest itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I think number 3 is true because it's just really strange to
With
come
this?
up with that. And I think you have told me before.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm a little bit familiar
With the topic, yeah.
with the topic. There's no meaning. I struggle here.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So-
You don't have any clues anyways, so.
So my answer is number 2
Number 2 is a lie.
is a lie.
Wrong! Yay! I won against all three of them. Yes.
What?
Number 1 is the lie.
So the number 3 is true, right?
Number 3 is true. So that was correct. That was really, really good. Good job, good job. Number 1 is a lie. Now, it's true that I really, really did not enjoy playing the violin in between. Yeah. But my mother said, no, you're not quitting. You started once, you're not going to be quitting. And I was like, I don't want to practice anymore. And I was still playing the violin.
Yeah, I come to think of it, yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Your mother would not let you quit.
Exactly, yes. And I did have 3 hamsters when I was in the US. One actually was really, really sad. It got out of the cage and it drowned itself in the sink, actually.
Oh, no.
Exactly. That was the second hamster. So we had our first hamster that just died of age, and then we bought the second one, and just a few months later, the second hamster died because it ran out of the cage, and we had a third hamster before we left the US. And number 3 was true. I was actually able to open up my legs completely sideways, and this was when I was in school, so everyone was like, Shogo, do that leg thing again. I was like, ooh. Every time I was really, really
but what's weird is that when we were in high school, you actually had your like flexibility was like completely shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I left it all in the US and I came back to Japan. Yeah. exactly.
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
I suppressed all 3 of them. Yes.
You're really good at this.
All right. I didn't have anyone get any points from me. Okay. Okay, so Nagi went to bed. Thank goodness. So it's your turn to ask me questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
So my 3 questions. Number 1, I've been taking a ballet for only a month. Now number 2, I played a leading role in a play in high school. And number 3, in fact, I had a job offer from a Chinese company.
Are you sure those questions are okay? Because they're really, really easy.
What?
Yeah. Well, number 3 is the truth already. So that is absolutely the truth. I mean, you already obviously had a job offer. It was during an internship in China, and that company actually asked her, would you like to work in China? But because we were actually, almost about to get engaged at that timing, Harumi was like, but I want to be with Shogo, and she came from Beijing to Kyoto to live together. So number 3 is true. Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Either number 1 or 2. Number 1, ballet. Harumi actually were learning a lot of things when she was growing up. Her parents wanted her to be able to do a lot of things. So playing the piano, drawing pictures, ballet could have been included in one of the things that she was doing. But still, only doing for 1 month sounds a little bit awkward and a little bit short. That part is a little bit suspicious. Number 2, acting in the main role in a play sounds really familiar as well, actually. Harumi did a dance that was really, really, what should I say? The video was played in our marriage party. Remember, guys? Do you guys remember the dancing? See? So that, I think she was dancing in the middle. So if that was the leading role, then that is a true too. So I think just learning something for 1 month, considering Harumi's personality, sounds a little bit weird because she doesn't usually quit something that fast. So I would say number 1 is the lie.
You have such a good memory.
Wrong!
We win!
When did you guys start teaming up without me?
It's 3 against 1. It's always been 3 against 1.
Oh no, this was probably the most difficult one though. That's probably the most difficult one. Yeah.
The answer is number 2.
Number 2
Okay.
was the lie.
I wasn't a leading role.
Oh, okay. It was just part of the play then that you were dancing in the middle.
What role was it?
Rival.
A rival.
A rival.
Oh, yeah, you were a mean person
Yeah,
in
I was
the
a
play.
mean person.
In the play.
In the play. Yeah.
If I remembered that. It really came to mind immediately after you said it.
For number 1, I learned a ballet in China.
Okay.
So I have only had 1 month.
Oh,
Yeah, I learned in my summer vacation.
Oh, that's something I seriously did not know
Yeah,
about.
I haven't told you. So.
That is amazing. But still have 2 points. All 3 of them were not able to get points from me, so I am definitely no one's going to be getting 3 points anymore, right?
No one's going to get
So
Okay,
there's that.
that's true.
I'm not going to be suffering from the penalty for sure. But let's see how you guys are going to be doing.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the different pairs then next.
I think I've heard your dream.
I've stayed in over 50 hotels.
I don't believe in God, but God, please give me this point.